What's up all you wonderful cripples and non-cripples out there? Welcome to my channel. My name is Daz Bartley and this is... So yesterday I found out that a Manx couple, if you don't know what Manx means, it's Isle of Man people, the only best way I can describe it. Turns out they've won £1 million in the Euro lottery. I did get quite jealous of this, because I've always wanted to be a millionaire, because who doesn't want to be a millionaire? I thought I'd tell you all today what I would do if I won £58 million. The Manx couple didn't win £58 million, it's just a random figure that I made up. They won £1 million. But this is what I would do with £58 million. First of all, I know for certain, there's no thinking about it, I know for certain that I would give £8 million to the best charity in the world, which is Canine Partners. I would 100% give them the £8 million. Because Evie has brought me out of my shell since I've had her. I'm now really happy, and I'm happy, and my life is very, very happy at the minute. I'm speaking to a lady at the minute that makes me feel happy every time I speak to her, but I'm not going to mention any more about that. But yeah, I would give £8 million to Canine Partners. That could give so many disabled people's lives a chance to get changed, and a chance to get better as well. No, that's wrong. If I was to give £8 million to Canine Partners, that would transfer so many disabled people's lives throughout the UK, and I would feel really happy about that, because it's 20,000. Have you seen the video I did the other day of my Canine Partners promotion video? It is roughly around £20,000 from the minute the dog's born right up to when the dog has retired at the age of 10. So it's £20,000 per dog. I'm not going to do the math, but £8 million is a lot of dogs, and a lot of disabled people will be happy with that. So that's what I'd do with the £8 million. The next thing I would do is I would get my robotic arm that I've been wanting for ages. It's called a Jacko. I did speak to a fella a couple of weeks ago who works at the university in Leicester. I think it's Leicester, or the Midlands, somewhere around there. He works at the university in the Midlands, and that's the UK's suppliers for the Jacko arm. I thought it was pronounced Jaco, but he said on the phone it was Jacko. So yeah, hopefully in a couple of years' time I will have one of those, and I'll be able to do a lot of reviews with it. I will be able to go out in the public with a camera, like you do with the, you see most vloggers have the camera in front of them and they walk in, and I'd love to do stuff like that, but at the minute I'm stuck to just using the tripod and the lights and stuff like that. But I would like to go out in public and do some vlogging also, how I do my shopping, etc. I don't want to rely on camera people to hold the camera for me, so I'd get the Jacko arm. It's not just the camera that I want it for, it's if I meet a lucky lady, if I meet someone and I want to go on a date with them, like for a meal or something, I don't have to rely on them feeding me or cutting things up for me and stuff like that. It doesn't bother me. It just doesn't look good if I wanted to meet someone and she, first time meeting her, and she's like, oh, by the way, will you feed me my lunch? It's a bit off-putting. But I'd like to be able to feed myself in a restaurant. I'd like to be able to make myself a cup of tea. I could do that anyway, but once it's made, I can't really bring it into where the living room is and where the sitting room is to watch the TV. I have to drink it in the kitchen. I'll be able to reach stuff on shelves in shops. I could just do so much I'll be able to do with that robotic arm. It is all programmed, so you can use it with your joystick on the wheelchair. It just plugs into the charger point, and it uses the wheelchair battery to control the arm. There is a couple of reviews on YouTube at the minute. If you just type in Jacko, it's J-A-C-O, robotic arm, and it comes up with loads. There's by a company called Canova. I think I have said this in a previous video before because it does ring a bell. But yeah, check them out and you'll understand what I mean. So that's roughly retails about £30,000. It could be cheaper, it could be more expensive, I don't know, but that's the rough estimate. Because it's made in Canada, it's all shipment and installation and bringing someone over to show me like a trial thing and shows how it works and stuff like that. It's roughly about £30,000. So I'd get one of those. Next, I would probably design my own house, and I'd have it all like ceiling track and hoists everywhere. I'd have a jacuzzi for a bath. I would definitely have one of those. I'd have a chauffeur, so I could do some more exciting vlogs, so I don't lose viewers. I want to be able to gain loads and loads of viewers, so I want to do some crazy shit. But yeah, I'd have a chauffeur. I'd have my own. I'd have a what do you call it? A chef. I'd have a chef. Monday to Friday. I'll give them the weekends off. I'd have private carers that so that I don't have to rely on an agency. But I'd try and find some people they could just be on call, so I'm not stuck with times. And then I would have I've got to have a swimming pool in the house as well. But I'd have one of those where it like raises up so then the water goes. I don't know if you've seen them on YouTube. I don't know what the name is. But basically it's like a floor, but then it lowers into the ground, and then the water comes through the flooring, and then it becomes the pool. I'd have one of those because it'd be handy for me getting in and out of the pool, so I could just raise it up and let the floor take me out of the water, so to speak. I would have that. I'd have a car as well, obviously, for the chauffeur. I would give some to a lot of the Manx charities. I'd give some to the hospice Isle of Man. The last thing I'd probably do is like get myself like a proper studio. Like have room, like surround sound, and it's gonna be not surround sound. What do you call it? Soundproofing. I'd have a soundproof room, and then I'd be able to have all my equipment, and I'd have parties, and it'd just be mint. And my life would be so much. So I can't say it's gonna be any better because it's good now, but it'd be easier because money wouldn't be an option. So I could get all these fancy gadgets that help make my life a lot better. I'm in a happy place at the minute. I don't know how long it'll last, but yeah, that's pretty much what I do with all the money. Yeah, I don't know what the Manx couple will do with their money. I hope that they do give some to charities and they're not just greedy. I know that just backfired because I know I sounded like I was being greedy, but I'm not, because I'd design a house that's adapted for me. I'd have electric doors, I'd have voice activated lights. I have got Bluetooth light bulbs at the minute, but they're like 17 quid each. 14, 17, well, whatever. And there's 3 of them, so that's what, 30 quid. So I'd have voice activated everything. I'd have doors, windows, blinds. A lot of you are probably saying, "Oh, it's just wasting money," but it's not for me. I can't close my curtains. I can't close the windows. You know, I can turn the light on. I did at one point try to train Evie to shut the curtains for me, but it was quite hard because she was pulling down on the curtains instead of across. She did try. I was trying to get her to move backwards, sideways along the window, if you get what I mean. But we managed to get that far, but she was pulling down and it was pulling the loops off the top of the curtains, and yeah, I didn't want the curtain falling on the floor because I can't put it back up. But yeah, I definitely wouldn't be stupid with the money. With whatever's left, I want to go on a big trip somewhere, like not around the world, but somewhere. You know, I like meeting new people, and I like making new friends and stuff like that. So I quite like learning other cultures. The Manx Isle of Man culture is It's ace. Like we are a very cultural island. There are a lot of stories over here. Obviously the Vikings are over here. There's a lot of interesting things on the Isle of Man. But I'd like to go and visit some other cultural places. One of the places I've always wanted to go is the Niagara Falls. I've always wanted to go and see that. You see it on the TV, and you see all the lights and that at night, and the little boat that goes down. Oh, it's amazing. I've always wanted to go on that. I've always wanted to go to other places as well. What's it? That big hole in the ground. What's it called? The Grand Canyon. That's the one. Big hole in the ground. A mate of mine said that he went down in a helicopter once, flew right over and went in. He said it was the best thing ever. One thing I've always wanted to do is turn up to Las Vegas in a helicopter. I mean, that would just be absolutely awesome. I think that'd be like the best thing ever. You know, turning up to Vegas, landing right outside that hotel as the water's shooting up. I don't know what it's called. But yeah, I've always wanted to turn up outside that in a helicopter. That would just be ace. So yeah, whatever the money was left, I'd do all that. I don't really have a bucket list as such, but yeah, I just like meeting new people and different cultures and stuff. I'd like to explore some of the world. But yeah, I'm doing tomorrow's video. I'm doing a roast, not like chicken dinner or beef dinner or something like that. I'm going to try. I put a status on Facebook earlier asking people to send me hurtful things because I'm going to try and roast myself. I seen a fella called True Mino doing it, and he got some pretty hurtful things come through. Like, so I'm encouraging everyone to send me loads of comments and hurtful things to say, like you're a fat git in a wheelchair, just anything like that. I'm going to try and read them out. And I'll probably put a screen cap of their question in the video. So you got to try and make me cry. I'm quite a tough guy, so it's going to be hard. So your questions are going to have to be very, very hurtful. But yeah, I'm going to do that tomorrow. Let me know in the comments what you would do with the £58 million. I'd love to hear some of your stories and what you'd do. I do read your comments 100%. I do read everyone's comments on my videos, and I try to reply if I can. So you might get a reply from if it's a good way of spending $58 million, you will get a reply. I'm quite a humorous guy, so if you make me laugh, then I will definitely reply. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, share, and subscribe. Even if you didn't enjoy this video, please give it a like, share, and subscribe. And thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.